which again is an international fight. We've got Mohammad Mahmoudiyan, Hellboy, taking on Yuki, Angdembe.
Well, this is going to be an extremely exciting fight. Over to you, Jared.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the cage, Mohammad Mahmoudiyan.
मोहम्मद महमूदिया, जिनको हेल बॉय के नाम से भी जानते हैं, केज की तरफ बढ़ते हुए अर्जुन ये एमएफएन की प्रमोशनल हिस्ट्री में पहले इंटरनेशनल फाइटर हैं. इन्होंने अपनी पहली फाइट खेली थी MFN 6 में अंशुल के बनाम.
Yes, I saw that fight against Anshul Jubilee. Anshul was, unfortunately he met Anshul at his meteoric rise when Anshul was growing at that point and he was at that unstoppable point in his career. But he showed some good striking skills. He showed some good kicks. But the thing is that on the ground, off his back, he struggled a lot against Anshul and Anshul finished off that fight. And that was a big learning experience for Mahmoudiyan.
Well, that fight was in the lightweight division. Today we've got Hellboy fighting in the bantamweight division, which is 2 divisions lesser. Let's look at the keys to victory. He should be using his wrestling, go for the submissions, and he should have his boxing defense in place because his opponent is extremely good when it comes to kickbox strike and taking him down.
And I have to tell you that I am really excited for Mahmoudiyan's comeback because he is coming back after a 2-year sabbatical. That's a long time to stay away from the cage.
I mean, when people say, a lot of fighters come back from sabbaticals, especially when they've been on for a while, been away from the sport all the time. It's very interesting to see what changes they've made to themselves because fighters take breaks for self-evolution. They take breaks to mentally get prepared. They take breaks to recover from lingering injuries that does not allow them to train as efficiently as they normally could. So maybe we might see Mahmoudiyan 2.0. And I'm so excited to see how this contest goes because, boys, this is going to be fight of the night.
And his opponent, representing Nepal, give it up for Yuki Angdembe.
The first time I saw Yuki Angdembe fight, well, he's fought across the world in so many organizations, from IFL to Cage Warriors. It's just incredible the amount of fights this man has had, and even fights at the Soma Fighting Championships. Yuki Angdembe comes from Nepal. He's a simple, sweet guy, but he grew up in the UK, and I've seen this guy fight. He reminds me of a modern-day Rory McDonald, the way he moves. Steps in with that beautiful jab. He's got great combinations, waits for his moment, and is a thinking man's fighter.
And no taking away the fact that he is one of the more flamboyant fighters on this card. He certainly has got a charm to him. Look at him, how comfortable he is with the flag on his back, representing Nepal.
Rahul, Nepal is not too far from Delhi, no?
Not at all. So MFN 13 में पहली बार नेपाल का प्रतिनिधित्व करते हुए यूकी बढ़ रहे हैं केज की तरफ. काफी टाइम से फाइट कर रहे हैं. 2016 में इन्होंने अपना एमेच्योर डेब्यू किया था और प्रो डेब्यू 2021 में किया था केज वॉरियर्स में. हालांकि ये वो फाइट हार गए थे, पर उसके बाद से उन्होंने पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखा है. चलिए देखते हैं इनकी कीज टू विक्ट्री. ही शुड बी थ्रोइंग पंचेस एंड पंचेस, स्टे ऑफ द ग्राउंड, क्योंकि इनके ओपोनेंट काफी अच्छे रेसलर्स हैं एंड ही हैज टू प्ले द लॉन्ग गेम.
I agree. The long game is drag it into deeper waters. Keep that distance. He's got very good control from that southpaw stance. He lands a perfect jab. He has a beautiful follow-up. He has good shots to the body, good shots to the leg, and can mix it up on the ground if needed. He is a quintessential, well-rounded fighter. And I'm saying this on the card. Out of all the fights that I've been seeing tonight, there are a lot of fights that are going to be #1 fights. But to me, I think this is going to be one of the most technical battles that we will see tonight.
अर्जुन तने एक बार फिर से हमें देखने को मौका मिलेगा ओल्ड स्कूल वर्सेस न्यू स्कूल.
Who's old school? कौन है old school? Tell me who's
यहाँ
old school.
पे अगर आप टेल ऑफ द टेप पे जाएंगे तो आपको देखने को मिलेगा कि मोहम्मद महमूदिया ओल्ड स्कूल है, क्योंकि उम्र में वो काफी ज्यादा बड़े हैं.
Okay, let's wait for the tail of the tape as we are getting ready for this amazing contest. Boys, after this, only 4 more fights to go in this bantamweight division. Yuki Angdembe takes on Mahmoudiyan. You were right, Mohammad is 38 years old as opposed to 24. Both fighters have almost identical statistics in the rest.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner, his professional record, 2 wins, 3 losses. losses. He weighed in at 61.3 kilograms, representing Iran. Make some noise for Mohammad Mahmoudiyan! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, his professional record, 3 wins, 1 loss. He weighed in at 61.6 kilograms, fighting out of Salma Fight Club, representing Nepal. Give it up for Yuki Angdembe! Ladies and gentlemen, the referee for the fight, Ranji. Follow my instruction all the time. If I say stop, stop the fight. If you want to touch gloves, back.
Veteran referee Ranjit himself, after so long, it's such a pleasure to see him back in the MFN cage. And boys, I can't wait for this fight, because Yuki Angdembe is such an amazing fighter. Both these guys are incredible, and I can't wait to see what strategy Mahmoudiyan employs here against the wily veteran in Angdembe.
Absolutely, and we were talking about it going the distance, but Yuki has last 2 out of 3 wins via first round finishes.
If you can make it 3 for 3, nice body kick.
बहुत ही अच्छी शुरुआत यहाँ यूकी की. इमीडिएटली किक्स फेंक रहे हैं. महमूदिया ने कोशिश की अंदर घुसने की, घुस नहीं पाए.
Very nice inside leg kick by Mahmoudiyan. That's one way to slow down a fighter's speed, is break down those legs methodically. Very nice inside leg kick. We've seen a lot of great inside leg kicks today.
Yuki with the leg kick of his own.
Oh, very nice. He needs to be careful there, because Yuki is looking to time a knee.
Oh, fantastic takedown here.
Very nice takedown.
Hellboy ने दिखा दिया है अपना जलवा.
Lifts him. Sorry to interrupt, my friend. Lifts him up and takes him down beautifully from that position.
हेलबॉय आते हैं ईरान से, जो कि अपनी रेसलिंग के लिए, कुश्ती के लिए मशहूर है, और यहाँ पे दिखाया उन्होंने अपना जलवा. यूकी को एकदम नीचे ले गए.
The side control is Yuki staying patient. Side control is such a wonderful position to be in. There are a host of submissions and opportunities from here. You can transition to mount easily. You can look to find armbars, triangle armbars, Americanas, Timuras, and a lot more.
मैं ये बताना चाहूंगा अपने दर्शकों को कि मात्र 24 वर्षीय हैं यूकी. हालांकि ये नेपाल से हैं, बट इनकी पूरी परवरिश यूके में हुई है. इन्होंने केवल एक जो पहली इनकी फाइट थी वो केज वॉरियर्स में थी, वो हार गए थे. पर उसके बाद इन्होंने सोचा कि क्यों ना छोटे छोटे प्रमोशंस में खेला जाए, अपने करियर को बढ़ाया जाए. और आज ये यहाँ हैं MFN 13 के मंच पे दिखाने के लिए कि ये गेम में वापस आ चुके हैं.
Wait, hang on. Referee Ranjit standing them up for lack of activity, but it's kind of weird to see someone stand up fighter from side control, because that's a great position to be in. And Yuki was finding, oh, very nice shot left, straight left. That caught the attention of his opponent. And both these guys are changing levels and they're catching each other with these beautiful knees to the body. Oh, straight left. Cracked him so clean, dropped him to the mat, and hammer fists now.
A thunderstorm of fists coming from
deep,
Yuki.
deep trouble for Mahmoudiyan, as Yuki looking to finish this fight. Oh, punishment, Rahul.
It's good that Mahmoudiyan is acting back, otherwise the referee could have stopped it.
यहाँ पे डोमिनेट करते हुए यूकी महमूदिया को ऊपर से बहुत सारे पंचेस फेंक रहे हैं. And as we saw in the keys to victory, he's throwing punches and punches.
Yes, exactly. He landed some good shots on the ground, but it all started with that rangy straight left that dropped his opponent. And this is where this is where I say the age comes in, because Mahmoudiyan is 38 years old and Yuki is
just 24.
And at this point, he's not defending himself effectively. The referee I would not be surprised if the referee steps in. But see the heart of Mahmoudiyan, he's scrambling.
Still a lot of time left in this round.
Lots of time left, 1:50 remaining, and he's just going to slowly methodically starts breaking him down. Look at that. That's literally, he's putting his knee straight next to him, not letting him move out of position.
अर्जुन तरह यहाँ पे यूकी ने भी सेम तकनीक अपनाई है जो बाकी सुमो फाइटर्स ने अपनाई है। ये अपने ओपोनेंट को अपने कॉर्नर की तरफ लेके जाते हैं और वहाँ पे ये अपने कॉर्नर के साथ अपनी रणनीति एग्जीक्यूट करते हैं।
I think honestly, the rest of the camera can just stay here. The whole fight is happening here, but look at methodical ground and pound, slow execution, and it's just so strategic the way he's doing it. He's not rushing in. He looked for the finish, but the toughness of his opponent, Mahmoudiyan, was evident.
These are some bombs that Yuki's dropping on Mahmoudiyan.
No, I think that last one hurt him because you can see Mahmoudiyan's body language switch immediately. He's covering up and he's going for broke now. But
there's a reason why Mahmoudiyan is known as the Hellboy.
Because even if you take him to hell and back, he still comes back. That's just a fun of the thing. But indeed, he is tough as tough as they come because Yuki has landed. But I can't even. I have to see the fight-metric stats to see how many shots were landed. But the amount of shots he's taken is just ridiculous. And the fact that his eyes are clear, now that one hurt him a little more. You can see him turn away.
अर्जुन बहुत मायने रखता है उम्र एमएमए में, हालांकि बहुत लोग बोलते हैं कि मायने नहीं रखता, but I think if you've not had more than 5 fights and you're still 38, I think it makes a massive difference when you're fighting a guy who's just 24 and is hungry to make a career in MMA.
I mean, at this point, it's just it's true what you said is the age plays a big factor. The experience in that age plays a big factor because if he was 38 years old with 30 fights, it's a different story. But 38 years with 5 fights. But I have a lot of respect for him because he's showing a lot of toughness against a young buck who is clearly bringing the fight to him. You can see the difference in skill, you can see the difference in talent, and you can see the fact that to get knocked down, look at that. They started off with some great body kicks and knees to his opponent. Both fighters extended knees, and Yuki kept looking for that straight left, but that slam by Mahmoudiyan was beautiful. Landed that cleanly. This was the start. He landed a short left, but eventually caught him, boom, with that straight left.
Well, that would be yet another round for the Soma Fight Club. Gentlemen, I think I would start a petition to rename this to MFN 13, brought to you by Soma.
Matchmakers, please take note.
Please don't give everybody ideas. No, it's been a great night of fights so far as we get ready for round number 2. But Rahul, let's take a look at some of the stats. I mean, 66 ground strikes landed, and out of it 72 landed, and out of it 66 were ground strikes. It goes to show the prowess of Yuki. Rahul, you've been doing MFN for quite some time now. Have you ever seen a card this stacked and this entertaining?
Well, never. This has been the most stacked card ever in the history of Indian MMA, and especially because of the fact that we've got 2 title defenses and 3 international fights. Ladies and gentlemen, this is MFN 13. This is the 2nd international fight that we have on the card.
Now this is going to be an interesting round to see what Mahmoudiyan does and mixes it up, because Yuki is switching stances, going forward with different attacks. He knows he's seen a lot of success with that straight left, and that's interesting the way he came in, and reversal, very nicely done.
Yuki definitely using his power to reverse the takedown onto Mahmoudiyan.
Good technique, my friend. Not just power, because Mahmoudiyan he came in for a shot from a long distance and got Yuki down with relative ease, but the way Yuki just reversed it was beautiful.
यहाँ पे हेलबॉय को थोड़ी एक्टिविटी दिखानी होगी, निकलना होगा, क्योंकि पिछले राउंड में भी वो यहाँ यूकी के नीचे फंस गए थे, and Yuki just dominated from the top.
If I remember correctly, this was a similar position that Hellboy was in against Anshul Jubilee, and we spoke about this during the initial beginning, the introduction, saying that he struggled with being on his back from the bottom. He doesn't throw up a lot of submissions. He doesn't have a lot of scrap. Wait, hang on. He's looking to work towards an arm triangle.
Exactly the same way what Anshul did.
If Yuki can hop over to that side, he's got it. He's got it. And a tap. What a victory for Yuki. He did it perfectly. He hopped over to the side. He got the arm triangle and beautifully finished it. Man, oh man, that's exactly like Anshul now.
Exactly, and the history repeats once again here at MFN 13. Yuki has submitted Hellboy via arm triangle in round number 2.
And right in front of us
there
is
we
Yuki.
go.
The Hellboy, he diminishes the Hellboy and comes away with a fantastic victory.
There is
for
the
the
future
country
of
of Nepal.
bantamweight. Standing, sitting on top of the cage.
He's sitting, he's sitting. You know, I don't know what Coach Mike is doing. I don't know what water they have in that camp, but it's just creating a bunch of killers down there. But take a look at the highlights of round number 2. Yuki tried, and Mahmoudiyan got a beautiful outside trip, body lock, took him to the ground, but Yuki got an underhook, elevated his hips, got him over, and eventually he figured it out, got the arm triangle, hopped over to the other side, started turning a corner, and that choke got tighter and tighter. And here you have it, the result. Your winner, Yuki, by submission of the arm triangle choke.
Well, that tap was inevitable.
The excitement here is building up as we progress ahead in this card. Let's go over to Jared.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ref Ranjit called the stop to the fight after 1 minute and 28 seconds of round 2, declaring the winner, submission by the arm triangle, Yuki Angdembe!
Beautiful performance by Yuki Angdembe. Landed some good shots in the first round, finished it off in the second by an arm triangle just like his team member Anshul Jubli. And it must be heartbreaking for Mahmoudiyan to lose twice in the same manner, Rahul. I mean, back to back to lose by the same submission.